All right, and it is time. We are moving from Lenin over to another classic of Railroad 2. This time we will be watching two heavyweights so far in the group division. Thunder is 3-0. So we saw Thunder play already a little bit on Solitude. Thunder, Jagan, CK, Dorito, Fusion, Ryan Emo, and Jules. They are currently 3-0 in group stages with a point differential, the highest in their group. So they are breezing through Group A at this point. Their next game is against Dice, who is 2-1. The only loss Dice has is to the other 3-0 team, G Skill. So Dice 2-1 with a point differential of about 561. So they're right in the middle of Group A. They are meeting each other at the railroad. So Dice is going to be Stealth, Die Life, Element, Paul Kuhn, Warchild, and then Kaboom. Actually, I don't think it's Kaboom. I think it's Mookat. So we have two. This is a fight kind of for the top of Group A. Dice desperately needs this win to kind of stay within talking of getting a decent seed for tomorrow's playoffs. Whereas Thunder 3-0 already, they have two more matches. They're looking for the perfect clean sweep here of Group A. So we're going to have Dice over on the Axis side. Thunder will be taking the Ally side. As we are waiting for everyone to get into the server, I'm currently looking at CK's seat, and he is not in it, so. Turn the audio down a little bit. Send over your... Okay. Looks like Thunder is trying to negotiate for Axis side first. And Dice is probably going to not give it to him. So that is what we're currently waiting on. We'll take this time to thank our sponsor, FanUp Sports app. Feel free, download it on the App Store, both iOS and Android. Big thank you to them for their assistance putting this LAN on, as well as our host, Tap Esports Center in Philadelphia, letting us use their great facility in the heart of Chinatown, Philadelphia. It's a beautiful spot. And 6 on the server on either side. Let's get this show on the road. We're going to have Dice, Mookat, Gorilla, Die Life, Warchild, Stealth, and Element over on the Axis side. It appears that Warchild will be handling the train side with Element in 4-way. We have our on Thunder, CK, Rhinemo, Jules, Jagan, with a different name this time. Jagan has changed his alias every time I've seen him, but, you know, at least it's recognizable. Dorito and Fusion rounding out the side of Thunder. Again, this is a battle for Dice to stay within running for the top side of Group A, whereas Thunder is trying to be the absolute top of Group A. And it's all about the seedings for tomorrow's playoffs during today's group round. All right, we got one side ready up, waiting on Dice, and then we are going to be underway on this Railroad 2 match. All right, here we go. We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a knockout fight of Railroad 2. Railroad 2 is a fast but also slow map, so depending on how the teams play it, it can be played either way. We see Thunder rushing in, Fusion going to grab that flag, so he's going to instantly shoot to the top of Thunder's scoreboard as he runs into that train, and he sees immediately the axis in the train, so the train duel has begun. Meanwhile, Dorito over here in ticket, getting some nades up onto that balcony. Moocat sees a nade fly right at him, but it goes into the fountain, so he is safe from it as he tries to get Ryan and runs right into Jules instead. Paul is over here, Paul Coon Gorilla, depending on however you want to call him, over here in that blue room area. And CK going up into apartments through the stairs and hull. Element trying to get a shot onto Jagan there. He's going to push up four-way a little bit, and he's going to run right into Dorito strafing. Warchild, on the other hand, has pushed out of train, gets one. Can he get the second here at the Allied spawn? He can, and that will give him that railroad flag. Nice shot from Ryan there, making sure Die Life doesn't move too far up. Gorilla, though, getting a kill as he finally is taken out by Ryan in lower apartments. So, Jagan looking for Warchild. Warchild is causing a ruckus over here. 4 kills already this life as he is pushed up out of train, holding on to that railroad flag. Jagan is having to play slow to see if he can get Warchild peeking out from behind the mound. He's going to run and grab that flag as they go. Die Life over here in ticket with his car 98. And Warchild was finally taken out. Dorito finds 1-2 on balcony, and he's going to jump into that ticket, claiming it again for the ally side. Jules is able to kill Gorilla as he comes out. He's going to throw a nade into upper apps as he slow plays it, looking through double windows a little bit as he pushes onto, nope, going back double windows, sees his teammate going to back him up. And we have CK capturing that burnt out house. Jagan going for the little sniper duel there with Stealth. Stealth had his attention drawn to balcony, and Jagan was able to take advantage of that. Die Life here and a little duel with the ticket. He's going to run through instead into upper apartments. And he gets 2 kills going upper apartments. So he is now lower apartments looking at ticket. He's going to check connector here and make sure that he gets hole behind him. Warchild pushing through train as the DICE team does capture that fountain middle area. And Warchild is able to get 1, get 2, and he will get that railroad as Thunder is trying to cap mid again. It is broken by Moocat's nade, so nice nade by Moocat there. Warchild is going to go into the allied loft there. Dorito pushing into that ticket area. They're trying to get control of that middle fountain back. Jules over here in Ashtray gets 1, sees a grenade come at him, so he backs up. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. The spray from Gorilla takes him out as Paul now goes and dies to that ticket in Dark Hall. We got a party in the Axis loft with Element and Stealth. Element gets the nice shot on Dorito from that loft, but he turns around and all of a sudden Ryan is right behind him. So Ryan cleans up that side. And he's going to grab and put the pressure on, allowing his teammates behind him to capture the middle. And all of a sudden, control of middle has gone the way of Thunder. Fusion gets a nice wall, but then is taken out by Warchild, who picked up Stealth Sniper Rifle. Now Jagan gonna have to sit and wait for Warchild to come through. That's okay. Dorito and Jules are cleaning up on the other side. That's 3 dead on the side of Dice. Now Jagan hears his teammates coming up behind him. He's going to push instead into that middle area. Look down that 4-way with his scope. Stealth cannot get into his apartments because Thunder does have control of them. Life going to do his best to try to clear him out here. Does get 1 and 2. So but it loses to the white stairs. So lower apartments is going to transition back up, but balcony area is somewhat cleaned off for Dice if they can get there in time. Okay, pretty close score here, 17-15. That's because Railroad lends itself to close scores based on the way the points are calculated, or rather tabulated, or whatever word you want to say, accrued. You don't necessarily cap the points on flag captures in this map. You only get them on ticks. So you have to have the flag, but having the flag is not enough. You have to have the flag at the right time to be able to score points. And we see 17-17 as Thunder has tied up the match now. Not quite sure how CK did not TK with that nade, but he didn't, and then gets a kill there before Stealth is able to get him. Stealth stuck here in 4-way. See someone right at Fountain, but it actually doesn't see them. Is that his teammate? He's going to back up instead and go. Element's going to clear him out. And CK shooting down into 4-way. Get Stealth. Ryan's pushed up on their side of 4-way. He sees a bunch of grenades flying. CK gets 2 kills there. And he's going to push all the way up. Ryan's pushing all the way up to that first flag. This is the only flag that Dice has, so they're going to have to safety here. They spawned. Ryan heard them spawn. He's quickly crouch jumping into that safe area. Does get 1 as they come out of spawn. Gets a second one as they come out of spawn. He's going to go up the ladder. This is where he wants to cap out, but he thinks there's at least another Dice there. And he sees his teammate. There's 3 of them there. 2 of them run, and Warchild is able to kill Fusion, but Dorito and also Ryan was there for good measure. So cap out going the way of Thunder. So that tied game is now burst open, 68-17. Thunder taking a lead by a cap out. So Dice having the onus put on them a little bit as Fusion nades train off of initial. Dorito quickly into that underpass area. He has gone real fast, and he is running into Ashtray, it looks like. Gonna grab that ruined house on his way. Moocat trying to get him from behind. Lost the angle, though, so Warchild does end up getting him at spawn. Jules jumps in, gets 1, gets 2. Apartments is now Thunder's. Dragon sitting in loft, making sure Stealth cannot get a foothold in either direction. Stealth in his loft. We see Stealth. Stealth sees Jagan. Jagan sees Stealth. And CK wins by walling Stealth instead. Ryan pushing up that balcony side. Misses the shot, and Moocat makes him pay for it. Meanwhile, Dorito, can Moocat get the break? Looks like Warchild and Gorilla did. Jagan with a shot into Dark Hallway there from his loft. This balcony is pivotal for the Axis to have map control, and Thunder is doing a really good job keeping it all on lockdown here. CK gonna jump out of dubs. go backwards back into his blue. He's always grabbing the sniper, but Mookat's there to spray him as he comes in. Die Life with a rare miss there, allowing Jules to keep control of that balcony as 5 Dice players are currently waiting on the respawn timer. That amount of team kill will allow Thunder to get that middle flag. Dorito with 1 HP throws an unprimed grenade into the spawn. He's a... Oh, Stealth dies over at B Hall, so looks like they could be going for a cap out, but they safetied their first as they come out. Element is able to save that. And now we have a whole bunch of Dice over here at their first. Ryan over here in C Hall trying to see if he can sneak his way on there, but they're waiting for him again because they safetied that first flag. Dorito still with 1 HP, but he's on the side of the map that Dice has forsaken at this point, as they try to get some sort of foothold on their side. Dorito with 1 HP in a car, just raining death down. Stealth finds him right below his scope, and so Gorilla's there to help clean it up. Paul has switched over to an MP40, so a little bit better long-range gun than the STG. Not as much stopping power, but a bit more accuracy. Dorito finally dies, good lord. Mookat going into train with his car 98. Must have picked that up from someone. Yeah, must have picked that up from someone as he hears him coming. Oh, they're spamming him. They saw him. And he sees Jaggin. Mookat not in a good position right now. Gonna try to take up their time though, allowing Gorilla to get to 4-way, even though Jagged is looking at 4-way. Stealth over here in Dark Hall, checking every angle. This is how you know they don't have a lot of confidence in their map control, when you start having to check every single angle, because you don't know exactly where they are. Dorito over here in that ticket. Might be able to see Stealth. Instead finds Mookat jumping out loft, and then finds Element up top, but kill for Element went to Jaggin, not Dorito. So Jaggin in his loft, scoping in all over the place. Element gonna grab a grenade, and they're gonna both throw a grenade into that upper apartment area. Warchild wins the spam battle there, but Jules comes through. Warchild waits for him. Warchild grabs that bar, and he's running back to 4-way. Dark. Cypher. He's in blue room. What? Dark Phil. Nice shot there by Element, sitting in loft. So we've seen Element kind of going loft more than Stealth has. So they've decided the wide view is better than the zoom in at the loft area. Jagan though has been in his loft most of the game, and he's been very set there, but he's been making it work. He's been a menace in that loft so far. Stealth finally able to get a double kill, get some breathing room over there on that balcony, and that's going to allow them to get at least an attempt on that fountain. And the attempt fails, as Thunder is able to get one kill and then be able to string them along till eventually clear it all the way out. Dorito going to bank a nade off of platform here as he runs up that ramp. He sees two of them, and he can get one, but not the other. Meanwhile, Jules is in the access loft. He's going to have some patience here as he waits for them to spawn and come running in through this hole. That patience ran out, and therefore his life ran out as well, as Stealth was waiting for him. Oh, Stealth missed the shot on the bobbin head over there. This is the fun part of the railroad sniper duel, is the constant crouching and jumping that you have to do to make sure you don't get shot while you try to shoot the other. Stealth trying his luck walling through it a couple times. Meanwhile, Paul gets a double kill. Element gonna push up onto that fountain, but he finds Ryan waiting for him in that lower apartment window. Point capture. Jules and Mookat. Oh no, Mookat. Don't lose patience here. And he doesn't. He does get Jules as he comes through that hole. Maintaining at least some sort of apartment control for DICE. They have not had a lot of apartment control so far this half. So any sort of apartment control they can have is going to be great for them. We see Die Life with a beautiful pistol spam as he jumps out. Did die to Dorito there, so Stealth sees a grenade fly right at him, does die to the grenade, but not in time. He does get that capture. And so DICE able to get that middle flag back. They are definitely going to need a cap out here, though. To keep the score within striking distance.
I'm fucking stuck. I'm four-way. I got it. I'm four-way, sniper.
This is a level of patience I haven't seen Gorilla play with in a while. That means that they are scared of losing app control. So he's holding down that app with Element and Die Life, and now that... Can he get him? No, he did! Die Life gets him with the shovel as he comes through. Die Life missed a shot as he comes around, misses a second. Very unusual for him. But he did get that spade kill, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. Ryan Emo claiming he was stuck, and that's why he couldn't move away from the spade of doom. Meanwhile, Thunder grabbing that middle flag. Jules moving all the way up, shoots him in the knee. Another, this is not Skyrim, a shot to the knee, you will die. As we see DICE having to flood their first flag again. Alright, we got 30 seconds left here. So, will DICE do anything to try to lower the point differential at all? About 10 seconds left here. We got A 42 kill bomb from Dorito. Meanwhile, on Dice, we have 29 for Element. And our half ends 119 to 36. So Thunder with a 2 cap out and then a bunch of ticks, keeping them in the lead here. We have all right, so what does Dice need to do different? Apartments, 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 apartments. That is what Dice needs. They need to make sure that while they are on their ally side, that they are keeping control of upper apartments. Thunder did a very good job. Maybe not necessarily having balcony the entire time, but definitely limiting the amount of free reign that Dice had inside upper and lower apartments. And that allowed them to then move with impunity through that middle section, giving them a lot more map control than Dice could deal with. So Dice needs to make a focus on controlling those apartments. Maybe not, again, pushing all the way up to balcony and dark hall. But the apartment control is definitely necessary. All right, here we go. Second half starting up. We've got 2 readies. 10 seconds left. We're going live. Second half of RR2 with Dice and Thunder. Dice desperately needs 2, 3 maybe cap outs here. Thunder just needs to hold on. We got Fusion running into this train car area. Training grenades. His nade doesn't really get the bounce he wants, but doesn't really matter because Warchild is sitting there and Fusion just spams him out. Now Fusion definitely only got 10 HP from Warchild, but he is now in a position to be a menace like Warchild was at the beginning of last half. Oh, beautiful nade there. Just forget everything I just said. That nade just erases Fusion. Stealth over here in his loft. He's going to try to just... Ooh, gets caught out by Jagan. Jagan waiting for him to come around. But Stealth going to try to contain 4-way from his loft. It's a bit of a hard job here. You see Element doesn't quite know where Jagan is, or he's checking to make sure no one's in that loft, and he does find one. Gets a 90 onto him as he does this little crouch peek thing. Also finds one Element in a very tough position here. And it looks like Dice going to make a play for the fountain. A very nice break from Jagan there. Unfortunately, cannot get the second break, as Dice just has enough bodies there to prevent it. Meanwhile, Fusion came through train, grabbed that railroad flag, and now he's going to wait for them to come out of spawn. Here's them coming. That's one. And does not get the second one, as Stealth is able to win that pistol duel.
Area secure! Ah, he's on. He's crouching.
Stealth over here in connector, looking down 4-way. He's going to move up into that middle. Sees him 4-way. That's definitely the kill he wants. Definitely saw Jag in there, too. Warchild going ahead and spam. And, of course, right as he finishes spamming, Fusion runs out. So, oh, sorry, that was Ryan. Ryan ran out, so that is 4 dead on the side of Thunder. Now's the time for DICE to make sure that they maintain that control of 4-way as they try to push up into the different avenues to that Axis first flag. We see Element over here in... Ooh, grabs the nade, throws it back. It wasn't in time, though. Oh, no. Could have had it. Could have had an enemy nade kill instead. Goes the honorable suicide way. All right, bunch of trades. DICE comes out on top, leaving Paul Gorilla in 4-way with a Car 98. They're going to check A-Hall for him here real quick. Jules has the G-Box entrance on lock. And Ryan is able to find the ball before too much trouble gets done. Okay, so I talked about how Railroad can either be a really fast map or a slow map, depending on how you want to play it. Looks like both teams have opted for the slow side of it here. Which is fine for Thunder. They don't actually have to win this half. They just have to not lose their point differential. So they're choosing to go a little bit slower. Make sure nothing too crazy happens. This Dragon's looking all over his first for any sort of ninja here. Nice shot from Element, underpass there. Life able to get a kill into 4-way. Jules came through train. Stealth had to clean him out. As Stealth is able to get that Railroad as well, and he's going to jump into train. So you can hear them coming, see if they realize Stealth jumped into train or not. And yep, they're waiting for him. Stealth thought he was in the clear, and then all of a sudden he's clearly back to spawn. Jules pushing through that dark hall, going back to platform here. Oh, sorry. Going the other way. I'm turned around, going to the balcony. And he's able to trade. Nope, did not get a kill, but he trades some shots with Element. Element does succeed that. Jagging over there in his loft. And he's shot through the door by Stealth. Stealth, 12 health in his loft. That's the thing with the Allied loft, is the walls will protect you, but they are not impervious. You will lose life. CK over there in blue room with a little strafe shot onto Life. Looks like Fusion and Ryan Emo are going to be pushing through train here. No one there to greet him, so Fusion just going to push up. Sounds like Ryan is right behind him. 1 kill, 2 kills for Fusion, and a flag cap for him. Thunder just needs to get control of this middle. That's the thing DICE is holding on to, is the fact that they have control of the middle flag. Okay, they know Falcoon's in their loft. They just don't know where. He falls down, and Jules is able to get the point-blank kill on him. And again, the only flag that DICE has control of is the fountain. Stealth doing his best to make sure it stays that way. Okay. Dice gets control of the ally first and second again, leading to a more natural flag disposition. Or flag distribution, whatever word I want. Jules unfortunately missed his grenade, and CK pays for it. Nice. No scopes from Jagan. Misses the second one, though, so... Meanwhile, Dice kind of flooding here. Element gonna nade down four-way. Sees someone in those apartments, so he's gonna spam it out. He is out in the open with people on either side of him and an underpass, so tough position that Element found himself in. Life sees him underpass as he falls, is able to clear him off of that middle flag. Now can they get that apartment back? Warchild thinks they've pushed through train. He's got a sniper, so he's going to be looking for it. Stealth, on the other hand, also sniping it.
Gebiet wurde gesichert, Herr Hauptmann!
Dice really not trying to overextend here, though time about halfway is done, so... Nice shot from Paul. His backup was able to kill him. Paul's going to push into their loft or dark hull area. They're going to try to get some sort of spawn control. Element is coming right around to find Fusion, who had just captured that rotor flag. So Dice in control of 4 out of 5 flags. They just need to push up and get that last one, but that last one is either a lot easier to get or a lot harder to get than you think it's going to be. So Dice is definitely trying not to overextend, because Thunder, as we know, is good enough that they can take a few kills and run over the entire map with it. So the only issue is Dice is more than 60 points down, so they're currently up by 50, or what is it, 50, 40? Currently up by 40 points, and they're more than 40 points down in the differential. Moocat just waiting for him. Kind of dirty for him. Bar waiting around the corner. CK able to get the point blank kill there on Gorilla, clearing out that sandbag spawn. Fusion able to kill Stealth. So again, Dice has the map control, but they cannot get up and get a foothold onto that spawn area. Thunder will not let them. Meanwhile, Jagan pushed up through train. Every time Dice tries to push, they realize someone's behind them, so kind of stops their push. Even if they get the kill on the guy behind them, right? It kind of is like a speed bump. Nice shot by Stealth there on Jagan. He's going to scope in onto... Nope. Get shot from the back. Fusion jumping into train. He was being very, very cautious at his first flag. I don't think he knew where Warchild was, and he was making sure no ninjas were there. But now he's jumped into train. Meanwhile, Warchild's sitting on the platform there, waiting for him. So now it comes down to who's looking at the screen at the right time between those two. Meanwhile, Life, how's Life been doing? He's at 21 kills. We got about 6.5 minutes left. He's been going against CK.
Behind the mid cap, behind the mid cap. Another one behind the mid cap. Sniper,
Fusion back all the way out. Go back to G-Box here.
Up white, up white. Up white, bottom white. White. White on mid. White. Nice.
Moocat just sitting there. He's looking at all. This is what I mean. They're playing slow. They are winning the half, but they're losing the match. So at some point, they're going to have to try to make a push for it. Jagging with a flying with a rushing them says, "You want to play slow? That's fine. I'll just run right at your face with a pistol." Stealth over here in Ticket. They are definitely up on that balcony area, and he's bypassing them to try to get behind them. Thunder doing a really good job of making sure that they have layers of defense here. Stealth able to get through a couple layers, but unable to get through all of them. Fusion has Stealth's gun, and Stealth says, "Okay, you only get 1 kill out of that." Jaggin waiting for him to come through balcony. Misses the tracking shot. Misses the other shot. So they both know he's there.
Gebiet wurde gesichert, Herr Hauptmann.
Jaggin says, "I'm not playing this angles game anymore. I'm going underneath you." He's actually going to jump into Fountain here because his teammates cleaned up apartment. Now they're going to grab that middle flag, and all of a sudden the momentum is against Dice here. Dice has had map control most of this half, and all of a sudden Thunder, with a nice little apartment play, is able to get that middle flag capture. Element doing his best to try to clear it back out, gets 2 kills up to, gets 2 kills onto that 4-way with Warchild getting a 3rd, and they're going to cap back that Fountain area. Now Dice, well, that was short-lived, as all 4 of them that were in middle are taken out by Thunder. Will Thunder get the flag cap or not? That's yet to be seen. We don't have enough bodies right now. Ryan Emo jumps in with the pistol, takes him out. Stealth booking down that 4-way, sees a grenade fly over his shoulder. Sees one in 4-way, that nade's not going to come anywhere near him, so... Oh my god, what a no-scope. A tracking no-scope on Dorito, and then a quick scope onto Ryan Emo, giving him control of that middle still. Stealth with a nice exchange. Fusion, though, does come through train and get that railroad capture. Stealth again pushing all the way up to that spawn. This has not gone well for him in the past. He's going to go up and get that first flag, which means that's cap out for Dice. That is what that means. I was looking for Die Life, and he was there. So, cap out for Dice, giving them a 107-point lead for the half. They were down by about 80 points, 83 points in first. So this puts them at a good spot with 2 minutes left. Thunder gonna have to do something here. And just like that, with that quick little cap out, Dice has put themselves in a much better position than they were in. And who can get this middle flag in the last 2 minutes? That will be kind of a key decider here. Mookat jumps onto it, but he does not have any friends. Finally, a friend comes to him, but not in time. By the time a friend got there, an enemy got there too. Dice has cleared it up. They're going to go for a second cap here. They do get that cap, so they have control of the middle. Minute half left. It is coming down. They won by Thunder won by 86 points, so they have an 86-point lead. Except for this half, they're now down by 70 plus 40, so 120, 110. Fusion going to be pushing up through. He's looking at Train. Was thinking about G-Box, but they need flags. He's got to get through that and get that flag capture. Meanwhile, they just respawned. Will they be? No, he will not get there in time because someone was already waiting for him. It was Morechild. Morechild again from gets the kill on a Fusion, and then he instantly goes Ticket and gets the kill on Dorito. Mookat up in loft with a bar, laying down the covering fire. We got 30 seconds left here. We are running into a very, very tight race here at the end of the second half. Gorilla going to push through underpass here. He does have that Car 98. They do capture the allies first, and Gorilla is taken out, so he cannot get to that active second. Meanwhile, Dice does have control of that fountain. 10 seconds left here. They're going for the cap out. Thunder gets the cap out, and the break there. Oh my god, the break from Mookat is secure enough to secure, I think, the match for Dice there. Thunder almost had that cap out at the very end, and a brilliant break there right at the literal last 2 seconds. I think just let Dice stay in the upper ranks of that Group A, handing Thunder their first loss for the day. What an ending to a match. That was an incredible, incredible ending between Dice and Thunder there. Looking forward, that was great. That was a wonderful ending.